Welcome everybody to our show. This is Custom Fab Garage on our channel Octane TV on YouTube. Make sure you go down below and hit that subscribe button, and on top of that make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you can get all the new content that comes out weekly and even every day. We're going to be doing a review on this powered sub. Kind of show you some pictures of the inputs and the power and everything. The build quality on it looks really nice. We'll give the dimensions. It's very heavy, and it's small, so it'll fit in a lot of different places. Like this is the palm of my hand. And then it gives you an amp kit. We already started installing the power wire, but the wire itself definitely is not very desirable. It's very small. I would say it's more like 10 gauge than 8 gauge, maybe even higher. But for this little thing, it's not going to be a big issue. I wouldn't use this on anything else, but that's the wiring that they give you for it, which it comes with it, which is pretty nice for the price. But we're going to hook it up, see how it sounds, and see if it's worth the money. So we'll test it out and see what she does. So Josh is over here running the power wire. We're going to run an amp on this 2021 Gladiator. He is actually connecting into this lug right here, as you can see, because it's a free lug. We can use that to connect it. He's looming all the wires, zip tying everything. We ended up running through this terminal right here. That way you can just run it right through. Power wires all ran through here. We're actually going to get the remote wire from inside here. What we're going to do is we're going to remove this panel here. We're going to pop this up, pop this out, and then we're going to tap into here to get our remote wire. As you can see clear over there where I'm aiming this, that is the speaker terminal right there. I'm going to tap into that speaker terminal right down there at the bottom where I'm aiming this light. That is actually where I'm going to run the high to low off of and run the wiring all the way across. That way we have our high to low there, our remote wire here, and then our power wire is going to be coming out down here. So we'll connect all those together and run them to the back. So we pulled this whole piece off. It just unsnaps out. We used our yellow pry tool to get behind there. Since this one is actually like brand spanking new, it was really tough to get out. Now we're going to pull behind here, and those two magical wires right down there are what we need for our remote wire. Okay, so we've unplugged this. This basically just unsnaps out. And there's one screw at the top, which is right here, that you'll take off, which is in here. And then here's your wires right here in this pink with yellow, which is weird that Chrysler uses this on every freaking vehicle, including Rams, Jeeps, everything. This pink with yellow is what your ignition is. So we're going to use that. We're going to click T-tap that, and we're going to make that a remote wire. And then we're going to connect that over there with those two wires down there from the speaker. We're going to run all those wires over here. So that will be for our high to low, and then this will be for our remote wire. Okay, some of the things that we've noticed: you have your ground, your remote. This is your positive 12 volts, 25 amp fuse. This is a low level input in case if you want to run like a high to low, you can run that in there. Or if you're running an aftermarket head unit, run that. You have your high inputs. I'm going to try these first, see how they sound. If they're terrible, I'll switch over to an actual nicer high to low, see how these actually work. You have a remote control that goes to the phone cord that goes to the, it actually has a turn dial knob for the remote bass. You have your gain, bass boost, low pass, which is normal and normal amplifiers. You have your auto power on, which is really nice. So if you connect these level inputs in, it will do signal sensing to where you don't need the remote wire, which makes it nice on vehicles. It makes it hard to have ignition. You have your phase, your power on, and protect. So we're gonna try this, test it, see how it sounds with these. And we're not going to hook up the remote wire on this one. We're going to just see how the signal sensing works and see how it sounds. Kind of give you guys a kind of like a review of what this thing actually does, comparable to what, you know, people say online. All right, we have this hooked up. We grounded everything to over here. We have our remote hooked up, our line level in. We ended up using line level in and not using a low level input here or using a line level to low level input. We just used the one that was factory. We used our ground and our power. Even though we ran ignition, we didn't have to because it has signal sensing down here, which we have clicked on. And this thing sounds absolutely amazing down here. So I am very, 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 very impressed. This is actually a really good sub for a cheap price that, you know, it's not going to boom the block or anything, but man, it really produces a lot of bass. It produces so much bass in this Jeep, we can actually hear it outside of the Jeep. So I'm actually thoroughly impressed with the quality of this, and it sounds good. It hits all musical notes really well. I mean, if you're a hardcore rap guy and you want to have 215s in the trunk, this is not going to work for you, but for everything else, it should work really, really, really well.